Here's today's In Touch devotion.
Today's scripture reading is Luke chapter 12, verses 15 through 21. But Jesus said to them, "Beware and be on your guard against every form of greed, for not even when one is affluent does his life consist of his possessions." And he told them a parable, saying, "The land of a rich man was very productive, and he began thinking to himself, saying, 'What shall I do, since I have no place to store my crops?' And he said, 'This is what I will do. I will tear down my barns and build larger ones, and I will store all my grain and my goods there. And I will say to myself, you have many goods stored up for many years to come. Relax, eat, drink, and enjoy yourself.' But God said to him, 'You fool, this very night your soul is demanded of you. And as for all that you have prepared, who will own it now?' Such is the one who stores up treasure for himself and is not rich in relation to God."
Today's scripture passage is about a rich man who made poor use of his days. Assuming a lot of time remained, he left the Lord out of his plans and let materialism guide him. The Apostle Paul, on the other hand, knew life was short and made the most of it. He gave to others until his final days. His letters from prison illustrate this. Despite knowing he would soon face death, Paul devoted his time and energy to instructing fellow believers and praying for them. He recognized the value of spending time encouraging Christians to do everything as if for the Lord. This is important even when our task seems unrelated to the church. Kingdom work isn't just for missionaries and pastors. God calls those of us who are believers to different fields and assignments. The apostle also knew that the Christian life encompasses struggles, and he was realistic about his own imperfections. This meant that to make the best use of his time, he needed to persevere and keep faith in God's promises, all based on relying on divine power for victory. And indeed, at the end of his life, Paul was able to say, "I have fought the good fight. I have finished the course. I have kept the faith." Life is a gift. Every one of us has a limited number of days on this earth. How will you utilize your time so you can look back and, with Paul, confidently say that you ended well?